What's up everybody, this is Hillbillies here, and welcome back to episode 44 of my Minecraft Let's Play series. Today I am being joined by my wife here. She's going to be helping out with this build, make it a little bit faster and easier whatnot, and we have the giant Enderman there. So beside it we're going to make a giant cake, and inside the cake is going to be like a cake making place, and there's going to be like a cow to take the milk from, and dispensers with, you know, the wheat and the sugar and whatever else you need. So we're gonna have this cake here to have the design. I already have set up the area. It's 14 by 14. Of course, I already built it in the flat world, and now we're just gonna kind of recreate it if possible. So yeah, it's 14 by 14, starting with we're gonna use brown wool to make it like a chocolate cake because I don't really have wool that matches really nice with that. So you can probably grab some of those, and we have to go. The first easiest way is to go 4 blocks up like that, and then you can do the kind of the extensions like that. And you also notice that this top part is white, but then these little spots here, those are all gray, so we have some light gray wool, and it does actually look better when it's all built with having the light gray wool and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 of these stacks of the brown, a thing of white, and a thing of gray, and that's probably good enough to start. Don't really need anything else here but some shears. So let's see. Put the brown wool there. Like I said, you got to get a base of 4 set up first. So what I'm going to do, like I said, it's 14 by 14, so I'm probably just going to skip ahead real quick, and I'm going to build up this section here, or we're going to build this section up here, like I said, 4 high, and then I'll show you how the easiest way to just do the jagged bit, and then after that you can add the white. So we're going to go ahead and do this 4 up, and we'll be right back. Okay everybody, we have the walls, the first set at least up to 4 blocks high like it's supposed to be, as you can see here. Next we're going to show you, like I said, that kind of that little piece that sticks out there, all 3 of those, and there's 3 of that on each side. It's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is start from pretty much any corner, count 1, 2, and then you start with the brown, so 1, 2, and then a space of 2, and 2 more, and a space, and continue on like this in the same pattern. You'll see it always ends up that these corners have nothing. So 1, 2 again, 1, 2. Okay, now that this is all placed there, kind of looks like the top of a castle, I guess. This part is a little different. What you have to do is oh, I have too much stuff in my inventory. Okay, let's get rid of all this really useless stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna switch out for this brown wool, and I'm now going to take some white wool and some light gray. And the reason I need that, as you can see here, is in between each tower type thing, and on top is going to be light gray, and then in between all those is white, and then there's this, each corner actually has a line of gray as well. So I'm going to show you how to do that actually on the tower. So like I said, the light gray goes in between each one of these and around the edge, and this actually, like once this is level, this goes up 1, 2, 3 more. I thought it was 4 tall, but it's 3. It's like this all the way around. And 1, 2, 3. There. 2. It's a pretty simple build, pretty straightforward. The only thing is trying to gather the wool really to get everything and get it all ready and whatnot. So that just takes a little bit more time, but that's alright. It didn't take as long as building that Enderman, that's for sure. This only took a little while, and I already had a lot of the stuff. And like I said, yeah, it is on top as well. Trying to make sure I don't screw myself up here when I'm building this. Let's put... I gotta bring this up a little bit, so at least I can get up top. So yeah, put a little bit of light gray again on each one of the brown ones, and then I will fill in all the gaps there with white wool. So I'm gonna come back one more time when I've done all that. Okay everybody, you can see I have placed down, like I said, the gray wool is there. It doesn't look like much right now, but you can see that the pattern does indeed match how it should be. You can see there's the gray that comes down, the gray on the top and the bottom, and then the white that fills in all the gaps. Now all I'm going to do is match up to that top block with some more white wool, and then I'm going to cap it off and make it a roof. And once the roof is actually set in place, then I can kind of I can put another cake on the roof and try and match the pattern of the red, because as you all know, it has the red cherries or strawberries or whatever that's supposed to be on top. They're all square, so it's hard to tell. But yeah, I'm gonna come back when I have leveled that off. I'll put the roof on, and then I'll try and follow the pattern and actually make the little cherries or whatever, like I said. And once that's done, I guess it'll be time to go inside, as my wife's getting the floor done up. It's taken a little while to gather all the materials, but we'll hopefully it'll be done by then. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, it is all done and ready. At least the roof and whatnot is. I should actually jump down here quick and show you what it looks like. There it is. Pretty quick, pretty simple to build. Still need a little bit more wool for certain things, but I figured to come up on the roof here. I placed a cake down to kind of get the general idea of what the dots should look like. I kind of already know a little bit. I know it's 1, 2, 3 in and down 1 for this one. I'm also kind of guesstimating though, because counting it to be perfect is there's not really a point in it being exact. As long as there's the dots and whatnot, it looks alright, then it should look like the cake. It should be alright. Let's see. That kind of looks like it's like 3 over and down 1. And so 1, 2, 3, and we'll go down 1 there. And then next to that one, I'll go over 1 and down again. Maybe down to here. Something like this. Over here, it can be, there's supposed to be 4, so I'm going to kind of, I'm just kind of making it as close to it as I can. Doesn't have to be exactly perfect for this part, as long as it kind of, you can sort of tell what it looks like or what it's supposed to be, and it adds a little bit of decoration instead of just leaving it the plain white icing on top. And eventually I am probably going to put I would like to put a candle that's burning after. That depends on if I have enough time and if I have enough wool as well, because a little pressed for time at the moment. Gotta get ready for, it's the end of the night really, gotta get ready for work in the morning, so trying to get this done as quick as possible. Luckily so far it's going pretty quick and almost done. Just got a couple more things to add. I think there's another square one up here somewhere, about here. Let's see, that should be alright. So yeah, hopefully this should go pretty quick here. Let's see, 1, 2, right there. Another one down about even farther, maybe just about here, like that. And I think I'm missing one. Oh no, bottom right hand corner. So I don't know how this looks. Let's take a quick peek and see if it looks all right. Oh, I'm kind of going into the subscriber thing here, but I think that looks all right. It's just got the dots on it. You're never really gonna notice it too much, except for if you're up high on something, maybe the top of the Enderman or at the mob farm or something like that. Otherwise, you won't notice it too much. Hopefully, though, it's really noticeable that it's a cake. And like I said, hopefully I'll put a birthday candle that burns at the top with some netherrack that's always burning. This front entrance as well, I do have something cool that I would like to do. All you have to do is get a couple of oak half slabs, because there's something kind of weird with how the cakes work. They are actually 1 pixel lower than a half slab. So you cannot, actually I should just show you guys. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna dig up this real quick. I want to have a cake path so that you know that it is for, that's what it's for. Just, they build the cake. It's a giant cake, and it just makes it a little more obvious. But as you can see, if you do it like this, you cannot walk into the area. But if you put a slab there, you can walk into the building. And the reason is you can see the tiniest little bit, and it even goes up a little bit, like 1 pixel difference and it doesn't work. So, kind of unfortunate, but all that means is that I'm going to put half slabs at the entrance and half slabs over here. I want a space of 3 though, 1, 2, 3, when I put my path. So the path is going to be like the walking path for all around the Funland and whatnot. So that's going to be like that. And this area here is going to be filled in with cakes. Just kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. And underneath them is there's going to be brown wool, but every second one, or I guess since it's so small now, I guess there's going to be some glowstone underneath these, so it lights up at night, and then when you guys walk by you can see the nice cake path and be like, oh, it's for the cake making place and whatnot. So that should be pretty good. And let me see, all that I said is done, and I guess that means it's time to work on the interior. I already have some ideas for the interior, and it should go pretty quick, I think. Do I have all my oak wood and everything else? I wanted some display areas for the cakes, basically. So what I did is on each side, I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I can put some... Where did my cakes go? Where did all my cakes go? I just put them away. I did just put my cakes away. Okay. Let's see, I need that. I might... Oh, I will need some item frames, dispensers, pressure plates, fences, and I need a cow after as well. So, like I said, this is just to display the cakes when people walk in. I was going to put glass around them, and I tried it, and it just didn't look that good, so I decided to change it up a little bit. Hopefully there's some more... Oh, she's on the way with some more brown wool. I'll just finish up the floor there real quick, and it's about... I'm trying to think of how far I had it, but I think it's about there. So, of course, I gotta have a space to walk through, but this is going to be where the person would stand and sell all the cakes to you. So, go all the way across and leave a one block gap there for, I guess, like the trapdoors, because I'm a fan of having trapdoors there that open and close. I think it looks a lot better. I need some more wool for back here, obviously, but in the meantime, that should be alright. As well as, let me get a crafting table in here, make my life a little easier. Okay, so gonna need some oak stairs as cash registers. If you know me from any of my other builds, I always use these as cash registers. Oops, that was in the wrong spot. I am really filling up my inventory here, and it's making things much more difficult than it needs to be, I think. Alright, so there's that. Like I said, there is the trapdoors, wherever those went. Where are the trapdoors? I know I'm passing them, aren't I? Oh, are you serious? Where are the trapdoors? I don't remember what they're under, so... Okay, never mind those for now. I got too many other things that have to get built and whatnot, so let's go ahead and do this. I want some fences, of course, to hold in. I'm going to have a cow here. As you know, you need milk, and with cows never run out of milk in this game, which is, you know, a pretty great thing. So all you have to do is just have a cow close by, and he's probably going to be, like, you walk in, of course, probably here. Oh, did I make this too big? I wonder, walk in here, and then... I wanted the cow area to be over there, but I don't want it to take up too much space. So I think this is going to have to be moved ahead one. Where did my shears go? Oh, never mind. Let's break through with this. Okay, so yeah, all I'm going to do is move these over one. Maybe I should build for now and then get that out of the way. But yeah, so this back right corner is going to be specifically for the cow. I don't want to give it too much space to wander. It'll be too far to reach. So something like that should be alright. Let's see. Now from there, right at this one, I wanted to place a dispenser here. What I'm going to do is, I think it's every block, I think, I had a space. And then I put a dispenser. So right there. And that way I was able to put a crafting table and a double chest in the corner here so that I could have enough room. Let's see, do I have two? There we go. Okay, so 1, 2. So these will be filled up, but just in case I don't have enough space, I can always put the extra spare cakes and whatnot in there, which is great. Lots of room, lots of space to put everything. I need my dispensers now to go into the floor, and those have to be facing up, so just easy enough. Look down, put them up. This one is going to be filled with buckets. I should probably make a couple of those and put them in right now before I put the pressure plate on top. You can still actually access stuff, if you didn't know, like through dispensers. Even when the pressure plates are on top, it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to be using... it is going to be brown floors, of course. So I'm going to use a wooden pressure plate. What did I just put the pressure plate in there, didn't I? I did. Okay, so like that, that, and that. Okay, cool. Now, you're probably wondering, oh, it's going to get confusing though. How are you supposed to know what's what? So, of course, you have to have item frames. Make life a lot easier. I probably should have kept a bucket there. I'm going to put one of each right now while I'm here. Show you guys what it looks like. So like I said, the bucket's going to go there, so you can just go over and milk the cow as many times as you need. This one here, I think I'll put eggs in this one. I don't have any wheat, do I? Oh, it's in the chest outside. Okay. So I'm going to go get this. I just need one thing of sugar. I don't know how many that takes. And I also need a bit of wheat, which apparently I don't have any on me. Can I borrow some off you, Ashley? I need just like one. I just need one. Perfect, thank you. Okay, so this first one will be the wheat. The second one will be sugar, wherever that is. It is over here. There's my sugar. Bam, put it right there. So now you know when you need an item, you just step on the pressure plate, it pops up for you, and you're good to go. And like I said, that had a space before of 3. I think I'm just going to leave it a space of 2 and put the rest of it there. So let me put this back up so I can kind of give myself a marker of where to build. So I'm going to end it here as well. I need to get the oak stairs out. Again, put those there, put one there. And because it is a cake place, you know, you always got to have lots of cakes everywhere so that people can look at them and enjoy the smell of the wonderful cakes. So that there is pretty good. This is kind of the basic back area. It is pretty much finished, minus the cow isn't there, but I can worry about that later. I want, though, that if you do decide that you would like to, you can actually come in, just sit down beside the cakes, enjoy looking at them, as well as maybe grab a bite of your own. Now, for that, all it takes is putting down 2 stairs, like seats, putting that the fence post as a stand, and then of course I was gonna put a thing of brown wool on top, and then put a cake on top of that, but it didn't actually work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a cake on top of the table, so now it's a cake table. It also kind of looks like, I guess, in a way you can't see under it, so maybe there is a table under it, you don't know, but there you go, there is a cake table. And you know what, guys, with that, look at this. That's how simple it was. I don't know how long it took exactly to build all this, but, you know, I'm missing that the candle up there, which I do have a little bit of wool left. I would like to give you guys kind of an example of what I would like to do. I might change it up and whatnot. Where is the door? I do want to build it right in the center. So this is one of the doors, and I need to go back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have to put some there and back there. And I decided on using blue and red wool, so I'm going to kind of do something like this, and I figured, you know, just make a polka dot type pattern or something like that to just change it up a little bit, so, you know, the red goes there, and then blue and red, and keep going on like this. Oh, that is probably a decent height, and now what I did... I don't have my netherrack on me. Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. The reason I want the netherrack is, as you know with netherrack, is you can light it on fire and it will constantly burn. Although I don't even have... Where's my flint and steel? I had all this stuff on me earlier. Now I'm so disorganized because I'm in a rush. You see what happens when I try and build quick and try and get things done fast? I end up just making a mess and... making myself make mistakes and whatnot makes it more difficult, but that's alright. Oh, I also did discover whether you have fire spreads turned on. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. I meant to do this. There we go. What I was gonna say is, if doesn't matter, there is wool underneath this. Obviously, this whole thing is made of wool, and I did test it in creative mode. I tested it in survival mode, and I tested it with fire spreads on, and that I left it for 5 minutes, and the wool never caught on fire. So apparently, that's technically okay. So that shouldn't burn. If it does, I hopefully will catch it before it burns anything, like the whole thing back down to the ground, because that would be really bad and I wouldn't be happy with that. But yeah, look at that. I don't know how that looks from a distance, but that's pretty much the candle there. Let me back up a little bit. It's perfect that it's actually nighttime right now, because you guys can get a kind of a good look at it. There you go. I'd say that looks all right. It should be centered right. Yep, right in the center there. Not too tall, not too short. It's got the flame on top, so it looks like it's lit. It kind of looks like a cake to me, I'd say. You got the nice little cake entrance to walk in. Like I said, remember the oak slabs are very important, or else you can't get into the building. Even though it's 1 pixel. I don't know why they didn't make it 1 higher, but that's alright. And then in here, like I said, you can come and sit down, and you can look at the example cakes, which we only make 1 kind of cake, so we hope that's okay. But yeah, whoever's working can come work back here. I do need to make trapdoors still. I don't understand. I don't understand how oh, that's where they are, of course. The trapdoors are in here. With the doors, right? Because that makes sense, you know? Doors with the doors, yeah. Can't believe I didn't think of that. So all you gotta do is place 1 there. And place 1 there, and you're done. Cool. So, 1 more thing missing is the cow, but that, you know, that's another time. I will also fill up all these dispensers here, which, like I said to you guys before, if you look here, you can actually go and, you know, activate anything in the dispenser. I figured once it was filled up with, like, you know, each one of those would hold 64. So, 64 times 9, however much that is, I'm sure that's enough wheat to make all that stuff. So, I think we should be alright for a while. And yeah, with that, that's pretty much it, I would say. Everything's ready to go. Obviously, I would like to put glowstone in here and some more brown. Oh, I do have enough. I keep saying I'm pretty much done, but it seems like I'm never actually done. Because what I was going to do, because I don't like, you know, as you know, I don't like torches. Unless it's in a good spot and looks alright. So what I've done instead is I'm going to be using... Where's my glowstone? I have glowstone out there again, okay. Inventory's not big enough. Never seems to be, at least. I don't have tons and tons of it, but that's okay. I'm going to be putting it in spots that are at least somewhat well hidden. So I'm going to be putting, well, at least not so noticeable maybe when you run by. And I found that the glowstone, surprisingly, it actually lights it up quite well. And you never really notice too much. Like I put, I think I had 1 on each side of these. Just to fill up, you know, at least these corner areas with some light. Makes things a lot easier and looks nicer than torches. So I should probably get rid of some of these torches and see how dark it becomes. Because I don't want any mobs spawning in here. That would be bad. They come in and try and steal all the cake. I'll hide some lighting back here. And over here. And I like, you can see the carpet for sure, but at least it's not as noticeable. Like when you run by quick, you might not notice it. And it's better than a big thing of glowstone just kind of sitting there on the floor. So I think that's a lot better. And I know what I did here. I just realized, guys, I did something actually that doesn't look too bad when I did this. And what I need, that's 4. Okay, so what I actually did here, I realized, is I didn't have wool here. Instead, I had crafting tables, and I thought it kind of matched well. It looks a lot nicer, and I was wondering what I had done wrong, because I had it like this earlier, so I put 4 crafting tables to go along with the pressure plates, and then in the ground here, I can probably replace this, because you don't want to see any of this stuff here, because you will notice it through the chests. So like that, and where did I put those? Playing the multiplayer, it's a little harder to see, but there you go, guys. Now it's a little more compact and easier to get. There you go. There's the chest, all the crafting tables, everything's nice and kind of hidden in the floor. It looks clean. It's easy to get around and whatnot. Nothing's in your way too much. And I just gotta remember to not back up too much, or I'll be dispensing sugar when I don't want it or whatnot, and I'll be getting all the wrong ingredients, and I definitely don't want that. I have 5 glowstone left, so I might as well put a few, maybe one here, possibly one over here. Oh, I imagine, you know what, I should probably hide one in here with the cow, like this. And let me see, there's a torch. Like I said, this is the kind of the test, is I put up all the glowstone, get rid of the torches, and see how bright it is in here. Oh, one more. Nope, actually that's all of them. So it's not too dark. I got 2 more glowstone though, so let's put one here. And you know what? That's actually probably bright enough. I don't think any mobs will be spawning in here anytime soon. And with that, now guys, now I am finally finished. I need, you know, obviously some, I wanted spruce doors on there. I don't have any spruce doors, but at the moment I'll put them on later. And you guys will see that tiny little missing detail later, of course. But you guys can put whatever doors or whatever you want on this, you know, when you build it. This was just, you know, kind of give you guys an idea of the dimensions and whatnot and how to set it all up. And I found, like, the easiest way to build it, you know, build the spots and then fill it up after and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's about it, and I don't want to make this too long, so thank you again all so much for watching. Thanks to my wife for coming and helping and making this 10 times easier, 10 times faster to do. It's a lot easier with multiple people helping building. So thank you all again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.